What about, let's just, how about the digits? Do we have anything for gloves or anything? What would you recommend for some gloves?
We got a bunch for gloves. So gloves are important to fit and then what you're doing with them as well. So gloves are going to be great for every style of riding. You're not going to want to go out and have your hands directly on the grips because you're going to get some blisters like I've got here. Mm-hmm. It's really important to pick the glove for what you're doing. So Rob, you do supermoto. What out of these are you going to?
I actually, those are the gloves that I run with. One reason I really prefer these is they've got a leather palm to them because I'm running on asphalt and dirt. A little higher rates of speed. I think our top speed in the straightaway is about close to 90 miles an hour in the short straightaway. So I want something that's going to give me some good palm protection. Plus, I really dig the carbon fiber knuckle protection too, because high impacts are high impacts. You want to avoid any kind of injury. I actually ride these out on single track riding too. I busted through trees on these. It just glanced it off, didn't give me any effect on that at all, just kind of shook it off and kept riding. So that's one reason I prefer these. What about like blistering hot days if you're just doing some MX riding, that type of thing?
So I personally prefer the super lightweight gloves. I like to be able to feel the bars. So I run a very thin glove. There's no protection to these. They're super vented, super thin. Like, you hit a stick with this, or a tree, it's going right through it. But I mean, it's something that I prefer.
Sure,
I prefer a thin one. The big thing you'll notice with gloves is a lot of times, you'll get blisters. That's usually done, you're either doing a really hard ride, like Garrett's got a nice blister on his hand from his hard enduro. But most of the time, the problem you're running into with blisters is you're holding on too tight.
Sure, yeah.
That's the same reason people get arm pump also, is they're holding on too tight. You need to loosen your grip. If you have a loose grip and you're not letting your hands slide around, you just kind of gripping it lightly, then you won't have as many blisters.
Nice.
So to touch on that too, what's really important is your riding posture when it comes to gloves. So what a lot of people don't understand is your riding posture affects what gloves are going to do for you.
Oh, completely.
So if you're riding really, really loose with your legs and you're kind of gripping the bars really tight, like he's saying, you're going to get arm pump really fast and you're going to get blisters. That's one of two ways that you can get blisters really easily, is by holding the bars too tight. The other way that you can be doing it is if you're holding the bars way too loosely. So blisters most commonly are caused by friction. So if your hands are moving back and forth, like you're barely touching the bars.
Sure, yeah.
If they're sliding back and forth a ton, you're gonna get blisters still. So what's really important is having the right riding posture. You wanna ride, what most pros are saying is they ride 60% with their legs.
Yeah.
So you wanna grip the bike and have a good kind of riding posture so you're less prone to get blisters. But nice. It's going to happen. It's one of the things that just happens in our sport.
Oh, yeah, totally. One of the things I always kind of yes, Jeff.
Well, you talked about the riding styles, your hands and so forth. You guys ever thought or plan on any kind of ride, basic or demos or events or anything like that at all?
Yeah, we're working on getting that coordinated for this springtime when it starts getting a little nicer in the season, when the snow starts melting a bit and we can get up in the mountains and play around a little bit. We'd really encourage anybody that wants to come along. We've got a lot of skilled riders. I coach, I know Garrett races. Brian, he does a little of kind of all around on all of it. But yeah, we really want to meet all of you and have a good time with you, and hopefully convey some of those experiences and get them over to where you're riding more comfortably and a little more skilled and just feeling safer out there too. So yeah, that's definitely going to be in the future, is getting a big group event together to where we can go out and explore some of these things and just having a big group session, have a good time. That's what it's really all about too.
Do you plan on having any kind of schedule so that the group members and things like that could be able to anticipate and schedule their time to be able to attend?
That is in the process. That definitely is in the process. So we haven't quite gotten it nailed down yet, but we're definitely working on that for sure.
In the past, it's been like we've done it once a year so far. In the last 2 years, we've done it. With what we went through for the last couple of years, it was a little tougher, but we're trying to do it a little bit more. And like Rob was saying, we got varying skill levels just within our store here. And it's really fun for us. I went to one maybe a year and a half ago. It was really fun to ride with a bunch of people with different skill levels. And we, like Rob's saying, we really do like to kind of get out and ride with everyone that we meet and buys bikes here. So when we do that kind of thing, we're gonna do our best to kind of announce it. So everybody that wants to come out, we can get them out and we can do all the fun stuff we like to do with them.
Yeah, and don't be intimidated by skill level or anything like that. A lot of us are coaches. I coach in all different various environments. I know Garrett and Brian, they're always helping people out. We've got pro riders that also work for us as well. That everyone loves sharing their information because everyone wants to be a better rider out there too. So awesome questions.